Welcome. The following video demonstrates how healthcare professionals can use motivational interviewing to address fall risk. It highlights the healthcare professional speaking with a 64-year-old patient who had a fall approximately 2 months ago. The specific type of healthcare professional is not identified in the video because motivational interviewing skills are useful across healthcare professions. The healthcare professional will demonstrate the use of OARS, which stands for open questions, affirmations, reflections, and summarizing. Also, watch how the healthcare professional develops discrepancy and rolls with resistance. Text will appear in the video to highlight specific motivational interviewing techniques as they occur.
Good morning, Mrs. Jones. It's great to see you again. How have you been feeling lately?
Good morning. Thanks for squeezing me in.
Oh, you're welcome. It's no problem. How have you been feeling since the fall? I think it's been, about 2 months?
2 months. I'm not as sore in the mornings as I used to be. It doesn't hurt as much. And I'm back to walking the dog.
Well, that's great to hear. You're back to your regular activities with the dog. I know that was so important to you.
Yes. It helps me, it helps him, and it helps to clear my head. So it's a win-win.
That's great. I'm glad you brought that up. Can you tell me how you've been feeling lately with your health, especially since the fall and recovery?
Well, I've been more careful when I'm going up and down the stairs. I don't consider myself a fall risk. It just happened that one time because I didn't turn the light on.
Oh, yes, that's right. So you see it more as a fluke rather than a pattern?
Exactly.
When we talked last time, you mentioned that you were still worried about falling again, even though you haven't felt unsteady otherwise. Is that still how you're feeling?
Yes, I definitely am worried about it, but I don't know what to do besides being careful.
You've already done a lot. Getting back into your routine with the dog, recovering after the fall, that's a lot, and that shows real resilience.
Thank you. I really don't want to start using a walker or something. It makes me feel old and like I've really lost something.
I hear that. You've worked really hard to stay independent, and the idea of using a walker maybe feels like giving up?
Yeah, so is that really my only choice?
That's a fair question. There are a lot of options out there available, like hiking poles or canes. You can also just adjust your routines or your physical space. We can talk about any of that if you'd like to, but I want to make sure that we stay focused on what's important to you.
I really don't want to have that kind of fall again.
So, right now, it sounds like you're trying to balance two things. You want to avoid another fall, but you want to maintain your independence and how you see yourself.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Okay, so if you think about your daily routine, what feels like it's working and what still feels a little bit risky?
Every time I go out there, I kind of relive it. I was out there feeding the dog and I just make sure I turn the lights on now, no matter how rushed I think I am.
That's good. Even routine things like that can become a little bit risky if something small changes, like lighting.
Yeah, I didn't know how much I use my vision for balance, but I don't have anybody to pick me up if I fall. My husband's back is shot. If I go down, he can't help me.
Yeah. That sounds heavy. You're trying to stay independent for the both of you, and that's a lot to manage.
Yes, he's already out of work. I don't want to be the next one down.
That's a really powerful motivator. You're doing what you can to stay strong for both of you.
I'm trying. We still like to take walks together, even though it's slower. We take the dogs for a walk. And I love my church group in the museum. I volunteer at the museum twice a week, the Railroad Museum.
So, your connections to your husband, to your community, and volunteering, they're all really important to you. And staying mobile helps you to stay connected to all of them.
Yes, I don't want to miss out on any of that.
Okay, so on a scale from 0 to 10, how important is it to you to stay active and avoid another fall?
Oh, and I.
That's great. It's clearly really important to you. Why would you say it's a 9 and not, say, a 5?
Because I've seen what happens when you lose mobility. I don't want to be a burden.
What are some ideas that you've thought about to make that happen, aside from just being careful?
Well, I thought maybe we could add some lighting to the garage. Or maybe it's time to move out of a two-story house that was been there a long time, 30 years.
That's a big shift to even consider. Have you and her husband talked about downsizing since the kids have moved away?
He's not crazy about it, and I'm not crazy about it. We've been there a long time. We have everything set up just the way we like it.
That wouldn't be easy to leave behind a house full of memories. But at the same time, I hear that you're thinking about what might make life safer and simpler.
Exactly. It's hard.
So here's what I'm hearing that you're saying. You're wanting to stay active and connected, but you're open to small changes like adding additional lighting. You're not ready for larger changes like moving or using a walker, but you are thinking about what might be next.
That sounds about right.
You've given this a lot of thought. That awareness is a big first step, and it puts you in the driver's seat. Would it be helpful if we looked at a few options, like maybe devices that don't feel like giving up, or programs at community resources like the YMCA that would focus on strength and balance?
I'd be open to that.
Great. Let's start small and go from there. You get to decide what feels right and when. Okay?
Okay.
Here are some options that we might consider.
In this video, you observed how the healthcare professional allowed the patient's own motivations for change to surface during the conversation. It is normal to expect patients to have some resistance to change, but the healthcare professional avoided arguing with or lecturing at the patient during the conversation. Instead, she reflected the patient's thoughts back to them and rolled with any resistance or hesitation that she sensed. She used scaling questions to assess and build the patient's motivation and confidence. Lastly, she ended by creating a collaborative plan that supported the patient's autonomy. Thank you for watching, and we hope this video helps you to start incorporating motivational interviewing into your own practice.